I need is here. Another one is I expect money to come to me freely and easily, whether it's expected or unexpected, or I am happy. I am pleased with myself because I deserve everything that I work for and everything that I don't expect. Those are affirmations. Something that you affirm to yourself. Something that you try to put into your subconscious mind, program into your subconscious mind. A mainstream, well, for example, like the power is yours or just do it. Those are affirmations in advertisement in the mainstream world. People use these to change their lives and they work sometimes, but they don't work if you don't believe yourself. If you try to lie to yourself, I'm not sure if you are familiar with the Cat Williams routine, but he said in one of his, I think he was in the green suit, in the green whatever with the hair. But he said he looks into the mirror and lies to himself and tells himself that he's like 6'2" and 180 pounds, and he's like 5'4" or some shit. See, that is exactly what you don't want to do. No disrespect to Cat Williams. But if you're going to tell yourself something, you don't want your body to feel resistance to these affirmations, to these mantras, is what they call them in the Hindi culture. You want to tell yourself something that you believe in. For example, if you have low self esteem, the most perfect affirmation for you would be I love myself with perfect love and perfect trust. I trust myself with perfect love and perfect trust because I deserve it. I love myself with perfect love and perfect trust forever because I always deserve it. If you don't believe, if you really know that you're a piece of shit and that you hate yourself 100% and there's nothing that you can do to get yourself from hating yourself more than anybody, more than if you killed somebody's mother and you showed up at their funeral drunk, then there is that's not something you should be saying to yourself. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm saying if you don't believe that you love yourself, if you know that you don't love yourself, you know that you hate yourself, if you listen to your body, you sit down and you say I love yourself. If it's hard, if it's hard for you to hear those words, if it's hard for you to hear somebody else say that they love themselves just because you're so jealous and fearful of loving yourself, don't say things like that. You have to build up. Think of something that you actually do love about yourself. Because I am someone who does not love themselves 100%. I love myself. There's a lot of things that I love about myself. But there's a lot of things that I really want to change about myself, that I really need to accept about myself. I tell myself that I love myself because I love myself enough and I like myself enough to tell me to be able to hear someone else say that they love themselves. To be able to tell myself that I do love myself. 100% is a stretch. That's a lie. So I cannot sit down and meditate and tell myself that I love myself 100%. So what you need to do is find something, whether you're creative, whether you're beautiful physically, whether you're funny, whether you have beautiful teeth, whether you're a good writer. Tell yourself something about yourself that you're good at. Say that you're beautiful. Say that you're a good writer. I'm creative enough to one day love myself. Or I'm such a good football player that one day I will be able to love myself. I love playing football because I'm such a great football player. I love basketball so much because that's the best thing that I can do with my body. My body is so awesome that I feel like this is the way that I need to build love and trust in myself. Those are some examples. And even though I don't play basketball, I don't have the best body myself, I don't play football, those are things that I've never experienced, but that just felt good saying. Even though those were lies, that just felt good saying because they weren't, I'm so good at football. I love that. And I feel it. You have to be able to speak to your body. I'm going to tell you a small story that's going to tie into this. I was sitting down a couple of days ago. If you don't know this story, I'm going to tell you. But I love rapping. I love rapping more than anything. I love performing music. I love hearing my voice. I love the act of me rapping. When I listen to music, I say every word. I'm one of those. So I thought for the longest that's what I really wanted to do. Be a rapper, be an entertainer in the form of being a rapper. Now me being famous, that's something I really want to do. But if you say something, I said this to myself for the longest. And every time that I said it, it's just like a white person that has not getting gotten used to saying the word nigga. It's just like that's the best example that I can say. Have you ever been if you've ever been around a white person that has been around another black person and the black person says, "You know what? It's just a word, bro. You can say nigga. I'm not offended." And they say nigga or nick. They say nigga and it's their bodies resisting it because they're lying to themselves. They know they should not be saying that fucking word or they're not used to it. It's not in their wavelength to be using that word, to be saying certain things. It's not in their soul. They haven't embedded that in their soul. A white person that's not used to saying the word nigga, that's unnatural. They say the word nigga, they don't say it with soul, they don't let it flow. It's gonna take you a couple times. Nigga, nigga, nigga. They say nigga or nigga or nah, nigga. They say it all weird. It's and it bounces off of other people really funny. It's you have to experience it. Just tell a white person to say the word nigga, and if they say no, you can still feel that energy. No, that's ignorant. Or if they say like no, if they say like that's weird. That's off of that's off balance. But when I said that I want to be a rapper, I'm gonna grow up and be a rapper. I'm gonna be the best rapper alive, which is it's in my body somewhere. But I know that's not my purpose. I do want to be a rapper, but I know that's not my purpose. See, when I said it right there, it felt natural. But if you say something and all your energy flows to the front of your body and stops, or it just makes it like a weird feeling, that's when you know that your body's giving you resist. Your body's telling you, this is not what we're supposed to do. This is not what we're confident in. What are you doing? You know, it's like a form of fear. It's resistance. It's something that your body knows should not be going on. It's your physical intuition. You have a spiritual intuition, you have a mental intuition. You have to learn how to fuse those. That is what true enlightenment is. Side note. But I told myself all these times I'm gonna grow up and be a rapper. In 5 years, I'm gonna be a rapper, and that's something that could still happen. That's something that I'm definitely open to. But when I sat down, when I thought about it, I asked my body. I said, "Body, mind, soul, God. The gods, I need you to tell me. Let me see. Give me clarity at my purpose." And they said, "You know what? You need to be a martial artist." And I questioned it for a good 30 seconds. And then something told me, my mental intuition told me, say that you are going to be a martial arts instructor. Tell yourself you're going to be a martial arts instructor and see how that feels compared to saying that you want to be a rapper. And I said to myself, I said out loud probably, I want to be a martial arts instructor. And it just flew. It flew, it flowed perfectly. There was no resistance in the front part of my body. There was nothing giving me second thoughts. That was something that I knew was my purpose. Even if I don't have the tools, even if that's something that is going to take me longer or more effort than what I'm used to, that is what my body realizes that it needs to sync with my brain and my soul to tell my mind that's what my purpose is. Even if I die tomorrow, I know my motherfucking purpose. And a lot of people don't have that, which is great. That's why a lot of people commit suicide, because they don't know their purpose. They're depressed. They don't think there's any other way but down. Depressed. You press your shit down. You deactivate your pressure towards the world. Instead of pressing forward, instead of putting pressure on the world, you deactivate your pressure. So anyway, speak to your body. Learn what you need to do. Your purpose is in your genetics, your mind, and your brain, your soul. If you don't have a soul, if you don't believe you have a soul, the universe, eat a whole bunch of vegetables, fruits and vegetables, walk in the forest. You have some kind of energy outside of you that is on your level. Whatever you believe in, if you want to study quantum physics, whatever. Connect with something outside of your body. That's what everyone does. It's in your body, but if you look to your body enough to the point where you feel like, okay, my purpose is not in my body. My body's not going to tell me my purpose. Look for other things. Go out. Go to the movies. Go to the I live right down the street from a place that plays Hindi movies for $5 on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's awesome for me because I love Indian women. But that's really off subject. If you need to go to the mall, if you gotta go to the park, walk around, if you have to be a nomad for the next 10 years, find your purpose. Find your purpose and breathe it in. The only reason that you're here is to find your purpose and act on it. And we all have three purposes in this world. Number one is to create positive. Number two is to destroy negative. And number three is to act on your individual purpose. It's DNA for sure. My video on purpose, finding it, and acting on it. Peace.